the year of the rabbit. All right, let's check in with meteorologist Robert Suhr. And Robert, you talked, kind of teased us a little bit about what's going to be happening later in the week. So rain right now, but things getting ugly, huh? What's happening?
Well, we talked about this during the break. It's been almost exactly a month since we've had measurable snow. Right. December 22nd, they had some snow at Drake Field in Fayetteville. So today's the 21st of January, so it's been about a month, and we may make up for that as we get into early next week. A lot to get to in this forecast, so buckle up here. So we're talking about next week's potential wintry system. We know a couple of things, and we're still trying to iron out some details. We're pretty confident that we're going to see rain changing to a heavy, wet snow Tuesday evening and Tuesday night. And by heavy, wet snow, not so much coming down heavily. I mean, that's a possibility. But the actual weight of the snow, there's going to be a lot of water in this snow. It is going to be a bear to shovel, to move. It's unfortunately what I call heart attack snow because it's very dangerous. You can exert yourself. As I said, we're talking Tuesday evening through about noon Wednesday. Hazardous travel definitely looks likely. We're still trying to figure out the exact track of the system. That is absolutely key. Surface temperatures during the storm, which is also key to see if we see the snow, and then if those exact snow amounts. That's what we're still trying to hone in on. Right now, what we're thinking is accumulating snow looks likely anywhere you see the hot pink or the fuchsia here. Pretty much north of the Bobby Hopper Tunnel, into the Ouachitas, the higher elevations, Scott County, those areas, and still possible everywhere else you see the aqua color. We're going to fine tune this as well, but this is what we're thinking of right now. The system in general is just making landfall in the Pacific Northwest, and this is very important because now that it is over land, it's going to be subjected to a lot more observations, and those observations from all the weather reporting stations go into the models. So we could have some drastic changes in the storm track intensity now that we have a lot more observations being fed into the computer models. So we'll have to see over the next 24 hours how things change. Right now, we're in the upper 30s and lower 40s across northwest Arkansas, mid 40s for the River Valley for our temperatures right now. We still have that system sliding through that we started off the show with. It's going to continue to press off toward the east. There could be a couple of wet snowflakes as we get into early tomorrow morning. There'll be some lingering sprinkles as well as we go through the day, but for the most part, dry and very, very cloudy, unfortunately. Maybe in the afternoon we get some more sprinkles with a little bit of daytime heating or a couple of wet snowflakes, but overall, pretty much a cloudy, dreary day. Clouds finally start to break up as we get towards Sunday and into Monday morning. Monday, kind of the calm before the storm. Then our attention turns back to that system as we get toward Tuesday. Now we have the temperatures, surface temperatures here, and the precipitation. But notice as the system draws near, you see a lot more of these greens being drawn up ahead of the storm because it's so strong. That could make snowfall a problem if we get too much warm air. But regardless, there's going to be a lot of Gulf moisture being pulled into this system. So there will be heavy precipitation, whether it's rain or snow. Really, growing into what's called a classic comma-shaped storm that you see a lot of times in the winter. We will get cold air to wrap around behind it, so we'll definitely end as a period of snow, but it's when does that change over to snow happen on Tuesday? That is still the million-dollar question. We're still about 4 to 5 days out. Forecasting winter weather, very, very difficult. Still looking for some consistency in those models. And yesterday we talked about, does the setup make sense? Still sort of up in the air, but we're getting a little bit more confidence. Now by tomorrow, we'll be in that 2 to 3 day window where most likely there's a good chance we will put together our first snowfall map, myself and Chief Meteorologist Darby Bybee, and share that with you. 30s tonight, we'll rebound back into the 40s for your Sunday. Like I said, lots of clouds, dreary conditions. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, they are impact days. We may change those to severe days for northwest Arkansas. Darby and I are consulting on that. Rest of the week looks chilly with a mix of clouds and sunshine. Same thing in the River Valley. Not a bad start to Lunar New Year. Paul and Meredith, and then we got that wet and wintry precipitation for the middle part of the week.
All right, get ready to bear down. Meredith, hopefully you didn't put away your snow boots, did you?
Not yet. I might have to get them back out, I guess.
There you go.